What is HTML? HTML is standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of web pages using markups. HTML elements are building blocks of HTML pages. HTML elements are represented by tags. HTML tags label pieces of content such as heading, paragraph, table, and to on. Browse to do not display the HTML tags but use them to render the content of the page. This is simple document example. For example, this is a doc type HTML example. Doc type means document. This is a simple tags, and under the tags there is a page title in title tag, heading in heading tag, paragraph in paragraph tag, and body in body tag. This is a full HTML between HTML tag. So this is the example. The next, HTML tags. Why to use HTML? HTML tags are element names surrounded by angel brackets. It means tag name. It is opening tag. Content goes between them and the closing tags. HTML text normally comes in pair like paragraph and opening paragraph and opening and close paragraph tag. The first tag in pair is a start tag. The second tag is end tag. The end tag is written like the start tag. But this is a next example explained the tags declaration. Like the doc type HTML means declaration defines the document to be HTML5. An HTML element is the root element of an HTML page. The head elements contain meta information about the document. The title element specifies a title for the document. The body element contains the visible page content. The heading 1 H1 heading 1 element defines a last tag. The paragraph element defines a paragraph. So this is the example of HTML clickable button. I will explain it after. Now we will learn about CSS. What is CSS? So CSS stand for cascading style sheets. It is its full form, cascading style sheets. It means it is a styling framework language of HTML. And next, CSS describe how HTML elements are to be displayed on screen, paper, or in other media. And CSS save a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. It is defines externally styles that are stored in CSS file, and internally you can explain in HTML. Now CSS solves a big problem. What? HTML was never intended to contain text for formatting a web page. HTML was created to describe the content of a web page, like in heading. This is a heading, which is heading 1. The next, paragraph, P for paragraph. This is a paragraph tag. In this you can see a paragraph, and below this there is a big example and explanation about the problem. That's when tags like font and color attributes were added to HTML 3 specification. It started a nightmare for developers. Development of large websites where font and color information were added to every single page become a long and expensive process. So to solve this problem, the World Wide Web Consortium's W3C created CSS. So CSS removes the style formatting from the HTML web page. So this is a good feature of CSS. And now, why we should use CSS? Why use CSS? Because CSS used to define styles for for your web pages, including designs, layouts, and variation in display for different devices like other Mac, Android, Windows, and other screen sizes. So this was a simple CSS declaration, and now we are going to see the example how CSS works. That before this, CSS saves a lot of work. This is also a big explanation that the style defines are normally saved in external .css files. It means if you are wish to add CSS file externally, you should have a external .css file. It means .css file, and with an external style file you can change the look of an entire website by changing just one file. So this is an example of CSS styled HTML button which is showing a dialog. It is doing now nothing. If we insert JavaScript, it will do some work. Like, first we have to know about JavaScript. What is JavaScript? JavaScript can change HTML content. One of many JavaScript HTML method is get element by ID. This example uses the method to find an HTML with ID demo. The ID can be anything, but here is given demo, and changes the element content inner HTML to hello JavaScript. So the next, JavaScript can change HTML attributes. It means this example change an HTML images by changing the src source. Src means source attributes of an image tag, like the light bulb. If you click turn on, the button will be turn on the light, and when you will click the turn off light, the light will turn off. It will be the work of JavaScript, for example. And now this button is working. You can see I made a alert box. When I click on the show a dialog, it is showing a dialog. So it was a brief discussion about HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So don't forget to subscribe, like my channel. Thank you.